posting on social media that our things are going to be. So right now we're live on Instagram. Let me double check Facebook and the rest of social media platforms over here. Let me know Instagram is live right there.
We're live.
We're getting ready for it, getting ready for the crew, and people can chat with us here live if they're on different platforms over here.
Nice.
Okay, you are live right now on right there on Facebook. Oops. Going right here into our live. Done. YouTube live. Let's make sure. So if people are watching and listening, we make sure they can hear us.
It would be a shame if there was no audio.
It would be a shame. It would be a shame if there's no audio. That's right. That's right. We got to make sure that all is running correctly. Let's make sure that all our platforms are going. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're good to go there. And I want to see us live right here. Everybody's great to watch. We're going to have some fun tonight with a brand new and exciting show. Just making sure we are ready to go over here. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. And there we are. We are live.
Hey, very nice.
And all right.
And we have audio. That's good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Team Powerhouse Show, live with you every Tuesday night. And we have a very special guest with us in the show tonight. Zach, slide up to the front, my friend. You're the man of the hour. The main man, Mr. Zach Pastore. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Thank you for joining our team, our newest member of Team Powerhouse, and very excited to have him on the show with us. If you're out there and you're listening and watching, please, thank you so much. We have Louis Vaughn from Africa who's here watching the show. Thank you so much, Louis Vaughn.
Hey,
Tonight's show is our real estate podcast on Tuesdays. We have a great following from all over the world. As you know, we do a crypto podcast on Mondays and Fridays, and we have a great group of people out there. So we appreciate them being a part of our show always. So this is Zach Pastore. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That is correct.
And we're going to get you guys to know who he is, a little bit about him. We're excited to have him on the show. I know a lot of family and friends are going to be watching.
Oh, yeah.
The whole world is watching you. And
no pressure, though.
No pressure here at all, but it's a great time to be a realtor in Connecticut. It is a really hot market. Very tough, as we know, for buyers and sellers. More tough for buyers and sellers. And you're getting involved in something that is pretty special. And we're just excited, our team, to have you part of our show and being part of our team and everything else. I got some questions lined up. If you guys have any questions out there, do not hesitate to ask. We just love for you to listen and learn and watch what's going on. At the same time, help us, because we are nothing without you out there.
That's the truth.
All right. So
couldn't have said it better myself.
Facts. All right, Zach. So welcome to the show, as I was saying before.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell everyone, first of all, let's talk about you. Where are you from? Born and raised. Give us a little background on you.
Right here in North Haven, Connecticut.
No kidding.
My whole life.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Local raised.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. And now, is there anybody out there you want to say hello to? Anybody special out there?
Hello to my wife, Riza. I hope you're watching right now. And to the whole family. I'm pretty sure everybody should be.
Hopefully they are.
They should all be watching.
Your biggest support and your fans out there, your wife, who's an amazing woman. I haven't met her in person, but her voice, it sounds like sugar. She just sounds like one of those voices.
She's the sweetest.
She sounds so sweet and so nice, and I'm sure she's one of your biggest supporters.
She truly is.
And that's a major important thing to have that backing. If your wife's not backing you up, it's not going to go very well.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to back me up if she doesn't.
That is very true. So tell us a little bit about you and what inspired you to get into real estate.
Well, I've been working most of my adult life for other people, and I've learned a lot from doing that. But I thought it might be an exciting journey to work for myself and try a new endeavor with like-minded people that are into kind of the same things that I am, and I love interacting with new people, meeting new people, and it just felt like the right fit for me.
It's a really good fit for you. You got a great personality. You're outgoing. You always have a smile. Every time I see you, you got this smile, and maybe it's because of Riza.
It might be. It might just be because of her.
It could be because of Riza. But you come into work. You're a positive attitude. You're always ready to rock and roll, and you're a very outgoing person, which is awesome.
I'm glad to hear it because that's what I strive to be.
Absolutely. So what is it about Team Powerhouse, a team with over 20 years experience and deep Connecticut roots, that made you want to be a part of this family?
Honestly, what isn't it really is what I would ask, because the first time that I had met you, I felt nothing but a warm welcome, and it was like we were already friends for years from the day that we met.
Absolutely.
Very comfortable, and you really made a point that this team is more than just a team, it's a family. And I felt that from like the moment that we met, and it's just been
awesome, man.
It's been smooth sailing, and I've had a great time learning with you and growing, and it's just been a really nice experience. So it felt like a no-brainer to join the team.
I'm hoping not to cry in the show, but he might start pulling some tears out of me over here. My gosh, getting very emotional. And Louis Vaughn is always one of our coolest and greatest fans watching the show. He's looking forward to being a part of our live show. I think we have to get Louis Vaughn on our show one time. We're gonna have to bring him in live on video.
That would be fantastic.
I think he'd be a great asset to bring, especially when we do the crypto, because he loves and he's very involved in it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Great stuff. So you've already been diving into real estate. What's been your favorite part about stepping into the world of real estate so far?
Honestly, it's all the people I've gotten to meet. I'm a very people-oriented person. I love meeting new people and just chatting it up. And honestly, seeing a lot of nice houses along the way is always a lot of fun, learning new things.
Isn't it amazing how different each home is? You can walk into a raised ranch or a colonial or a split, and they're not all the same.
They're not. Yeah.
And each person adds a different personality to the properties. That's
true.
One part of it, right? With the looks and the colors and the feel.
Mm-hmm.
But even the way the house walks through sometimes.
Yeah, the flow.
Some homes are almost identical, and then you walk into that one that is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in, you're like, oh my God, this is so different.
Yeah.
And it makes that experience even better and more exciting for the clients.
It does. Actually, this past weekend, I was at a house in Hamden.
Yes.
And from the outside, it looked just like all the other houses on the street. But then once you walk in, and I had some of the people that came to the open house that were kind of blown away when they walked into it. They were like, wow, I wasn't expecting it to look like this, because everything was redone, brand new, looked beautiful. And it was, I'm sure, not like the interior of most of the other houses, even though it looked like the same exterior.
That's a very good point. It's a surprise inside that's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Especially a new listing. Sometimes they don't have as many photos of that house until day one. Mm. And all of a sudden people go, oh my God, I got to go see that house. Mm-hmm. And it gets them jacked up, and they're like running to the door of an open house. That's a good point you bring up, the open houses. A great way for people to get to know a house on a non-pressure way is an open house. Yeah. Except the pressure they feel when they see all these people at the open house. Because today, an open house, you typically have between 10 and 30 people show up at an open house within a couple hour period of time.
Yeah, and it's usually a 2-hour window.
A 2-hour window.
It can get real busy.
It can get real busy for sure. Absolutely facts. How would you describe your approach when meeting new clients or showing a home?
My approach would be to understand their needs and what they're looking for, and to just help them as best I can. Check all those boxes. That is what's most important to them, what they really want out of their house, their home that they're going to be living in for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
You want them to be happy with their decision that they make. So anything I can do to guide them through to the place that's going to make them the happiest.
And it's tough because not always do we get to have all our check boxes at a house, right? Like sometimes like guys and girls or men and women have different wants and needs typically.
Right.
Usually the husband and wives have different, and not to sound sexist, but whoever cooks the most is going to be focusing on the kitchen.
Right.
Whoever is going to be wanting their own personal space might be looking at the basement area.
Mm-hmm.
It's very common. He might say, I want a backyard I can walk around in my underwear in. I want privacy, right?
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things we typically hear. But, kitchens and bathrooms, and they like to see it clean and well lit.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely pieces of the puzzle that you hear from your clients, I'm sure, talking about with what their wants and needs are.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Especially like it might sound like a really little thing, but people love like the recessed lighting in houses. So like when people see that, they get all excited, and it's like if that's something that they want in their home, that's something I know to look for.
Riza is sending some love over here. I see a big heart and a smile. Riza, it's really easy to compliment you because all he does is talk about you when we're together.
Oh yeah,
he's
the best, baby. I love you.
He's definitely all about Riza. He's Team Riza all day long. But
all day.
But your team Zach, and together that makes everything amazing and beautiful. All right, so let's get into what's one thing people quickly notice about you when they meet you. Is it the cool hair? Because you got great hair. It definitely got some.
You know, that might be a small aspect of it. But as far as personality goes, I would like to think that most people see that I'm an outgoing person. I never shy away from a nice conversation with somebody I don't know.
Facts.
I love getting to know new people. I was actually I was at a friend's birthday party this past weekend as well on Saturday.
By the way, there's a bunch of women outside this door over here screaming your name, but go ahead. Sorry for the noise out there, guys.
But yeah, I had met some of his family members that I'd never met before, and you know, they were all really nice people, very welcoming. But one of them in particular that I was chatting it up with was telling me, you know, I had told him I'm in real estate, and he was like, I have the feeling that you're good in that position because you're very easy to talk to, you're very outgoing, I can already tell. And it was like, I had just met that guy that night, you know, so it was really nice to be reaffirmed that that's how people see me.
That is a perfect example of that feeling you feel from the feelings they give you.
Right.
It's that emotional connection you're making with people just in the beginning of your relationship with them. And it's in conversation, it's looking in the eyes and seeing that smile and having the comfortable conversations of things that sometimes get very intimate in the sense of what their wants and needs are and their financial goals and what they can afford to do and not do.
Right.
And when it comes to our clients, and you know this as well as anybody else does, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work because of what they can afford to do.
Yeah.
But it's just the first time buying a house maybe, and we have goals and we want to set those goals and it's you know, what's the word I'm going to find? They're goals and realistic values from that.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you got to set expectations, you know, like sometimes people might expect one thing, but they aren't looking at it in a way that is, for lack of a better word, realistic. You know, sometimes you got to bring yourself down to earth a little bit and know, hey, this is what the situation is. And these are the steps that I can take to get where I want to be.
And if you're buying your first house, remember, it's only your first home. You're probably going to be in your first house 5 to 7 years. And then you're going to build some great equity. You're going to make some improvements on it over the years.
Right.
And then from there, you're going to sell that house. Zach's going to be your listing agent. He's going to sell your home again. After,
I would love to be.
Right. You're going to have them buy that house, and then you're going to help them sell that house and get them a nicer, bigger house that might be in a different location for them.
Right.
It's all about starting day one with what you can afford and have a footprint. Right?
Yeah.
Getting that first property for yourself.
You don't need to start with your dream home. It's like, I would relate it to when I got my first car. Now, I loved my first car. It was exactly what I wanted for a first car, but it's not the nicest car I've ever owned, and it's not the nicest car I will ever own. Right. You know, even my car right now.
That's a good analogy, by the way. It's a very good analogy.
Yeah, you start small, you work your way up. Eventually, you know, you have something better than what you started with.
I like you brought it into play. You really went deep, and you went into my history just now and used that as an example, because I definitely, well, let's just start with this. Kids today, right, are so, depending where you grew up and what you've had before, may have different expectations of what you're going to want to have, yada, yada, yada. You know, I grew up with very little, but having very little, I knew that I was going to have to work on things to get things to the next level. Like
right.
We're talking about. Some people grew up a little differently where they've had nicer things to begin with. So their expectations are higher much faster. But then sometimes they realize that that's not going to be the case when it comes to buying a home.
Right.
Right. Because
it's not always realistic.
It's tough. It's a kind of a shock to the system. Today in this market where rates and prices of homes, they're at an all-time high and they're only getting higher. So it's hard for, let's say you grew up in a big house and you're like, well, I want to buy a big house. And then you realize, I can't buy a big house. I hope I can get a small house, right?
Right.
But that small house is your house. And it's not about the size of the house. It's about what you have inside it, what makes it a home.
That's true.
And then building upon that home and making it something special and building value in it. And then later on, you'll have a chance to sell at a house and get to that next level.
Right.
All right.
It's a step-by-step process.
It's a step-by-step.
It's not, they say life's a journey.
Life is a journey.
You don't want your end point to be right in the beginning. That would be kind of boring.
Very well said. Very, very well said. I like that. That's all right. What drives you to get up every day and give 100% to the business?
You know what? I would say all those people out there watching right now, it's you guys, especially my family and Riza, my wife, my beautiful wife. It's you guys. I do everything to make my family proud, to make my wife proud, and to be the best man that I can be for them.
Amen. Amen to that. Oh, wow. That's pretty deep stuff, man. I like it. If you're out there watching and you want to work with a sweetheart of a guy, genuinely speaking, a sweet guy, but also a guy who's a hard worker, who's going to go above and beyond, Zach is the person you want to reach out to. And by the way, Zach, we have to put out your contact information, which we haven't done yet.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What is your cell number for people to get a hold of you?
So it is 203
Yes.
843
Yes.
3737.
3737. You have a website that people can go to?
I do, yeah. It's just my name and realtor. So Zach Pastore.
Z-A-C-H.
Yep, Z-A-C-H.
P-A-S-T-O-R-E.
That's correct. Realtor.com. Zach Pastore Realtor.
It's a great website.
Yeah.
Zach, Z-A-C-H, Pastore, P-A-S-T-O-R-E, Realtor. I spelled that correctly. REALTOR.com.
That is
All right,
correct.
we're going to get that up on the screen for people to watch and see as well. And if you have any questions for Zach, if you're looking to buy a house or sell a house, we want to make sure you have his contact information.
Reach out anytime.
203-843-3737. This is not a dating service. This is important to know because it's not a dating service.
That's
this is
right.
to work for him, to work for you and buying a house. Yeah. I love it. All right. So let's see. Team Powerhouse has built a reputation of loyalty, trust, and results. What does that culture mean to you personally?
It honestly means everything. That was really what enticed me to join the team, was when I first met you. You really drove home the fact that this is more than just a team, it's a family. And trust and loyalty are the most important aspects of that.
Come a little closer just because it's on Instagram.
I'm falling off the screen a little bit. But trust and loyalty are the biggest parts of being part of a family and being part of this team. And that's really what drove it home for me. I was like, that hits right here. That's really important stuff. So
I love it. It's the truth.
It is.
How does being surrounded by experienced agents help you elevate your own service for buyers and sellers?
It helps me in pretty much every way, because you guys are a resource to me as well as I am to you. But it's when you get one of us, you get all of us. So
That's exactly right.
If I ever need anything, I can ask anybody on the team, and I know that they'll be there for me to either answer my question or help me out, whatever it is I need. I know that they're going to be there.
You've got a lot of great agents on this team. Some of them you work pretty closely with. You work with Danielle, and you've worked with Jackie, and you've worked with Jean, and you've worked with anybody else, Taya. Right?
Taya, yeah.
Which we have to get
and
in the
you,
show.
of course.
And myself, of course. We had a lot of fun together.
Mm-hmm.
You've had some quite different kind of experiences with my clients, I guess you could say.
Yes.
You've saw different elements of different personalities of buyers that have really been going through it. And as people go through it in this business, it can be tough on them when they go to make offers in a house and they lose an offer because maybe they didn't listen to directions and what suggestions were made. Sometimes buyers need to learn from their mistakes, if you will. Or let's say, for example, there's a bidding war situation going on. And it sounds not nice to say that out loud, but you recommend where they need to be on price. They've heard the conversation you're having with other agents, and they feel that their offer is good. And then they realize that they didn't get the house. And how does that make them feel?
Terrible.
And
well, you know what? You get your hopes up for something, and you expect that you're going to have it, and then you lose it, and it's crushing. Especially if you find out we were this close to having it. If we just,
went up a little bit more,
which was likely the suggestion that you would have made.
But you know what? We live and we learn, right?
That's true.
My daughter likes to say, she goes, we what does she say? We listen and we don't judge. That's what she says. We
That's
listen
good.
and we don't judge. I judge.
Sometimes you can't help but
You can't help.
a little bit.
She goes, Daddy, we listen and we don't judge. And if she tells me something and I'm supposed to like just react like, okay, no big deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough when your clients the client says, I want to make an offer like this, and you're like, yeah, it's not the right offer because you're going to lose. And they're like, well, I think this is a good offer. Okay. We listen and we don't judge until you lose, and then we judge. We judge a lot
then
more.
You're judging a
No,
lot.
they're judging afterwards.
Right.
We're having some fun here, but it really happens. It's our job is to help you out there to really understand what's going on in the market, so that when you go to make an offer in a house, you win and have every opportunity to win.
We will never say, I think you should spend X amount just because we want you to spend more money.
That's a fact.
It's not our goal as the person representing you in your best interest.
That's right. Absolutely correct. Very well said. Let's see. There's something special about the family atmosphere here. How would you describe, I'm probably repeating my questions to you. How would you describe that to someone listening who doesn't know Team Powerhouse yet?
That kind of coincides with the last question a little bit. I would say that it really is just like a family atmosphere, and it's, you guys from day one have been very welcoming, and it's just felt like the right fit right away.
So what you're saying out there to realtors who might be watching, you're saying what to them? You're saying if they're looking for a place that has not given them the love and support, education, maybe it's time for a change. Maybe,
it could be.
Maybe it's something where we sit down and talk about your goals and what your wants and needs are.
It definitely could be worth looking into for them, because I know for me it was the best move that I've made in this business.
Thank you, buddy. It's good to hear. I appreciate you saying that. Riza says you are the best. By the way.
You're the best, baby.
Let's see. When we look at Connecticut market right now, where do you see most opportunity for buyers and sellers? Because I mean, we know the market is tough. We have about a little over 4,000 homes for sale in Connecticut, which is about 25% of what the amount of homes we've had post or pre-pandemic. I'm sorry.
It is quite a low number.
So let's talk about the different counties that we have and what kind of inventory we have. Want to go through it with me over here a little bit?
Sure, yeah.
You've got some details on that?
I have some.
All right.
So
where's the best opportunity right now where the most homes are available?
If I had to give probably a top two,
okay,
it would be Fairfield,
yep,
and New Haven.
And how many properties are we looking at right now in those two counties?
We're looking at roughly about 1,000 per county. So New Haven's in about 1,000 as well as Fairfield.
Now that's not a lot of homes. If you think about how many towns are in each county, there's about 30 towns in each county. That's about three. No, not even that. 30. It's about three to four properties in each town. It's not a lot of homes for sale, and depending on your price point. So you really need to be aggressively out there looking and have a professional working for you, such as Zach. Again, his phone number 203-843-3737, and his website at Zach, ZACHPASTORE, realtor.com. And the phone lines are blowing up over here, probably if you're over here. All right, so let's go back into, so we said New Haven County and Fairfield County have the most in the ballpark, about 1,000.
And if you add those up, that's 2,000 right there. If you think about that number you just put out, 4,000, that's about half the inventory between just those two counties right there.
How does Hartford County look?
Hartford County is roughly close. It's roughly close. There's about 700 homes on the market there. So.
Well, that's not that close percent. That's a 30% drop.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's true.
There's 30% less homes in Hartford County, but Hartford County seems to have more deals in the price range.
Yeah.
So they can get more affordable homes for sale right in Hartford County. We definitely see that. That's very possible. Evan is saying, woohoo, go Zach. Thank you, Evan.
Woo, thanks, Evan.
That's awesome. And in Hartford County, with being a little bit more affordable, we tell people all the time that we ask the buyers, how far where do you work and where do you want to buy a home? And people say, I want to be 30 minutes from work.
Right, which is totally fair.
Totally fair. Except today, it may not be realistic. You may have to go 45 minutes outside the box because it might open up more opportunity for you.
It definitely would. If you're willing to make that little bit of an extra drive every day, you will have a almost a world more of opportunity because
and more affordable too. And it
Yeah.
actually might open up homes you couldn't afforded before. Is that saying correctly?
couldn't have afforded.
You couldn't
before.
afford it before. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Because again, if let's say in New Haven County you're looking and it's just outside your price range based on the taxes, right? Because
Mhm.
taxes play a big role into this whole situation
They
here.
definitely do.
So it's always good to open that box up a little more.
Well, and you know what? If you're looking at a certain price range and you're seeing houses that are a little bit above it, and you're like, wow, this is what I want. I love these houses. And you look in, let's say, a more affordable county that's more kind of in your price range, more
Yeah.
toward your budget, you might find exactly what you're looking for right in your price range.
That's actually right.
Maybe it's just a little bit more of a drive, a little more of a commute.
It might be 15 minutes longer, and all of a sudden you just open up the doors.
Yeah. What's 30 more minutes out of your day
Right.
to live in the house that you truly want to be in?
Absolutely. How do you see yourself growing with Team Powerhouse as you continue to build your business? Is that a good question for you?
That is a
It's a
good
little bit
question.
more personal.
Yeah, and it's a little more open-ended. I see myself kind of just continuing down the path that I'm on now, which is I want to learn the best qualities and tactics of the people around me and just kind of take all that in and absorb it and use that, and just become the best version of me that I can be.
I like what you're saying, buddy, over here. I'm just realizing my shirt's all scumbalado over here. The whole time we're on this
mine
show.
is a little bit, so I gotta.
Good answer, by the way.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say about how you want your clients to feel after working with you?
Kind of, similar to that last question, as far as I want them to say or feel like they got the best version of me. I gave them the best that I can offer, and I really went to bat for them in every way that I could.
Zach,
that would make me happy.
You are going to be a legend in this business.
I hope so.
You are going to do great things, and I'm very excited to have you in the team. Our team is excited to have you in the team.
I'm excited to be a part of it.
I want to thank you so much for being on the show today with us.
Thanks for having me.
You did a fantastic job in not only getting the people to know who you are, answering the questions they kind of laid out for you. I hope they weren't too difficult. I wanted to make sure that people got to know you a little bit on the personal level.
Yeah, I think it was great, actually.
And make sure you write this number down again to get a hold of Zach. It's 203-843-3737. That's a great number, by 3737.
Yeah, easy to remember. Call or text me anytime.
203-843-3737.
Yeah.
What a great number.
Yeah,
and the
I lucked out with that one.
You did. and website is Zach, ZACHPASTORE, realtor.com.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, buddy. Very nice. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this show. Zach here, Team Powerhouse.
Thanks for watching.
Looking forward to working with you. Thank you for watching.
Absolutely working with you.
Good job, buddy.
Almost gave you the other hand. I don't know why.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week. Thank you so much.